Hey guys, and welcome to Gwent, the Witcher card game. Here at youtube.com/Jaggerous, we are firm believers in not letting your memes be dreams. So without further ado, I have another silly deck for you guys. If only because I don't want to make a discard Skellige video. I keep putting it off. Anyway, so this is the Eredin Wild Hunt Rides deck. And the idea of this deck is that we're just going to get like a billion Wild Hunt Riders and hope that everything works out. That is the kind of premise of this deck. So you can see we have our 3 Wild Hunt Riders, but we can also make more Wild Hunt Riders with our Neca Warriors. So we have 3 Neca Warriors, which we can use to duplicate our Wild Hunt Riders. And then we have 3 Wild Hunt Navigators, which we can use to get Wild Hunt Riders out of our deck, the extra ones that we've made. On top of that, in order to thin our deck, we have our 3 Crones and our 3 Foglets, so we can better find the cards that we need. We have Operator, which we can use to replicate a Wild Hunt Rider. And then we have Summoning Circle, which means if your opponent plays the Wild Hunt Rider that you gave them with Operator, you can Summoning Circle your own Wild Hunt Rider. On top of that, we have a Fog to try and draw the Foglets, as well as Woodland Spirit to try and thin our deck. We have Caretaker in case their Wild Hunt Rider happens to die, that we can take it from them. We have Old Spear Tip in order to maybe buff one of our Wild Hunt Riders such that we don't get Scorched or Ignied. We have Avalak for deck thinning. We have Water Hag for weather removal and, Lacerate, basically. And then we have a Thunderbolt Potion and a Lacerate in here, just as useful extra cards. Thunderbolt you can use on the Crones or the Wild Hunt Riders. Lacerate is generally a good card. We also have our Eredin Leader. He'll spawn a Bronze Wild Hunt unit, such as a Wild Hunt Rider or a Wild Hunt Navigator, depending on what it is that we really fancy. And hopefully everything will work out. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into a casual game and I'll showcase this deck for you guys. And if you enjoy this, then maybe hit that thumbs up button.
We do what must be done.
Any last words?
Okay, so we're up against Francesca, which suggests Mulligan. In Mulligan decks, they often basically mulligan all our units and then buff up this horse dude. So horses versus horses. So we need to be a little bit aware of that. We're going to get rid of a Foglet here, I believe. Into a Lacerate's not bad. We'll get rid of a Crone. Into a Crone. We'll get rid of a Crone. Into an Echo Warrior. It's the easiest mulligan I've ever had to do. Right. Show me what you got, Francesca. The problem is, like, a lot of the time Squirtle runs Scorch, so we do need to be a bit wary about that in terms of how we play our Riders, for example. Okay, there's Saskia, there's Francesca, into Mulligan. So she's buffing those cards in her hand. That's actually also a tempo play, which is quite good for her. Fortunately, we can make our own tempo play with Crones, so we're just going to straight do that here and thin our deck. And we're fortunate enough that we didn't get Foglets and we didn't get Crones in hand with the Mulligan, but we did get ways to Mulligan them. Right, you're getting muted. Shut up. Playing Crones is not impressive. Don't even belittle me. I have Wild Hunt Riders. You should be terrified.
Everything all right?
So we could potentially look to Fog here. That's not a bad strategy. That, again, it keeps us in tempo with our opponent. The problem with fogging middle front is because the Wolves and the Foglets go on that row, it can be a little bit, annoying, but I think we're still ahead. And if we can get this round relatively easily, what we can do on the next round is basically spend the whole time playing Wild Hunt Riders, which will carry over to the following round and hopefully win us the game. So we're just kind of pressuring our opponent here. The thing with Mulligan is it takes a little bit of time to build up tempo because you need to mulligan a lot of cards. That's generally what they want to do. So she has to be careful in that regard.
What do you want?
Okay, so she has at least 1 Scorch, which is worth being aware of. Fortunately, we can just play Avalak and see what we get. Oh, Operator and 3 Wild Hunt Riders, 2 Warriors. We could do with some more Navigators, honestly. Okay, so now we're actually safe to play a Rider if we want to, but maybe what we do instead is we Operator out one of the Wild Hunt Riders and get another one in hand. And again, that means that we're saving them for like a future round, which is not too bad. So let's do that. We'll get the premium one, because who doesn't want more premium Wild Hunt Riders? So we've got 4, 5, 6. We have ways to play 6 Wild Hunt Riders at the moment. Unfortunately, no Summoning Circle, which means we can't get the carryover. But, like, if she plays it, we can't, copy it, unfortunately. She's not got a great setup to reveal, if that's what she wants to play, which is nice. What do you have? And we're still ahead in points. The thing is, if we start to play riders, she's going to realize that, you know, they get carryover, and then often people pass just because they don't want to deal with the carryover, which is quite nice. So what we can do now is basically play one and start to play Neca Warriors, and there are the Vanguard, unsurprisingly. This is not really enough of a tempo play, but because we have fog, it will actually mean that we're 1 point ahead here, so we're keeping up again with them, which is nice.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
So, Hauser's Thunder. I have more Wild Hunt Riders. Like, I have a lot of Wild Hunt Riders. Like, she feels like this is gonna somehow cause me trouble. And she must know what's gonna happen, right? Like, she must see it coming. But we have more, so we can always just start duplicating them. And we're getting the fog tick, so we're currently playing about 6 points per turn. So she needs to make tempo plays, which means she needs to play her, I guess, Vanguard. But if she plays Vanguard and then I just play a lot of Wild Hunt Riders, they just carry over to the next round, and then we get that round instead. So it's kind of puts people in an awkward spot, and generally they want to pass. If only so that I don't have... And she knew I had a second one because I had Operator. But yeah, if only so that I don't have the Wild Hunt Rider on the board. Come on, you gotta make a choice. You gotta make a choice, buddy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They chose to discard. Okay. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Did he need that in the graveyard? Like, I don't understand. Has this person just rage quit? Do we just pass and watch him discard all of his cards? I mean, I guess this is one way to win, right? This is one way to win. There goes Scorch. Okay, no more Scorch. I don't understand what's happening. I think we can pass now. We're probably quite safe to pass. You know, I've been trying to showcase this deck all day, and it's just been constant meta decks, which means, like, I feel like you don't really get a feel for the deck. And then, now we have this. You know, just, this is a strategy. This is a strategy. Keep discarding your cards. Oh, there's the other Scorch. Okay. We're in a pretty safe spot. The thing is, they haven't disconnected, right? I think they're just roping. Because their hand was over, mouse was over here, and now it's over there. There goes another mulligan card. Well, I can safely say that I am the better Francesca. My name is Francesca, just for the record, like, what my actual name, birth certificate name. So it's always satisfying to defeat Francesca's Yavin. I think we would have had this round, to be honest. She had some mulligans, she had Yavin, she had some Scorches, but she played an 11, so she kind of basically blocked herself from being able to Scorch. And we did intend to play around the Scorches anyway with something with the spear tip, such that our Wild Hunt Riders were at different points. Well, now you have no cards. I don't really know what to do here. I'm just sitting here, like, trying to talk to you guys about this deck, and it's just not happening. Okay. I think we might have this one. So in terms of the mulligan here, I'm going to just do this as if it was a regular video. We don't need a Neca Warrior anymore. We have enough Wild Hunt Riders in our deck. So we can mulligan that. Summoning Circle would be nice if our opponent actually chose to play cards. But because they're not actually playing any cards, then, you know, this is a bit awkward. The good news is that we don't have to worry too much. What was I going to try and say? We don't have to... I can't think what I was going to say. We don't have to worry about winning this round. I guess it's just the case that they're just trying to make me surrender. This does happen sometimes. People think, you know, if I just stop playing cards... Because you're still in the game, you haven't disconnected. Like, they've just left it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe their house is burning down. Oh shit, what if their house is burning down, you guys? That is literally the end of the world. Like, I can't even say it's not the end of the world. Because it is. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I should just pass. I want a trio. I'm going to make my Wild Hunt trio, god damn it. They have no scorches. They discarded them both, so we have faith. How are you guys doing anyway? Tell me in the comments. What's new? What's new with you? Clearly, this deck is OP based on the fact that I caused my opponent to just discard all their cards. I'm just that good. I'm just that good. Let's play Eridan. We'll play as many cards as we can. I guess we could, like, steal something from their deck. With Caretaker. Oh, is there a Wild Hunt Rider in there? We should definitely take that. Let's do that. Let's Caretaker a Wild Hunt Rider. Because it's a premium one. And the premium one looks really cool. And then we can make a trio, like, with like, all three. You know, this one, and then we put this one on the far right. And then we've got all three, and it looks amazing. What does this even give me at the moment? They have not played any cards, so summoning triangle will play nothing. And then you can discard your last card. There you go, all done. I'll play this guy. Look at it, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? The worst part is we can't get too many more because, you know, we don't have that many. I guess we could do this. Let's put this one on there. Look at them, they're beautiful. You'll notice here that they only buff, I think, the trio. They don't buff all four. Maybe they buff all four, I don't know. I never usually do this. Oh, I should have picked the other one. No, I've misplayed. Oh well, we'll just have 3 premium ones. I could have picked that one and it would look really balanced. Oh, it breaks the trio, because they're not buffing anymore. So apparently if you have 4, it breaks the trio. Don't do that. We learned today. Right, let's pass. Right, well that was a complete clusterfuck. But without further ado, let's jump into another game, and I'll showcase this deck in action again for you. This person is not getting a good game.
Onward! Attack!
Ested esa crisa.
So can I point out to you guys that after basically discarding all of their cards, that person sent me a GG. So they were there the whole time. Their house wasn't even on fire. Like, what is my life? Brewess, Foglet can go, Wispus can go, because Basket Head is my one true waifu. Like this video, you guys, if you think Basket Head is the one true waifu. And comment if you don't. Alright, what have we got? 3 Mecha Warriors is not really what we wanted. Like, we'd be better off with fewer. But I guess it's okay. Let's play Crones for now. Again, like, you just want to try and thin here if you can. If you have Fog or Crones, you want to start to thin a little bit. Because it does make your draws more consistent for future rounds, which is quite nice. The problem is he's probably going to be running Reaver Hunters. So we need to kind of... Basically, we really need to win the first round. But if we win the first round, then we often have to commit our riders in order to do that, which you don't really want to do. Because committing riders is a little bit frustrating.
Stand and fight.
So I guess we just Fog, right? Let's just get our Fog out. The problem is we stack a row here, so you have to be a little bit cautious with that, but... On the flip side, if we Fog now, then maybe when he tries to, you know, thin out these Kidweni, he'll put them on a different row and then maybe we can lacerate them.
I told you so, you idiot.
Into a Kidweni, onto a different row.
Stand and fight.
It's not too bad. We can now play a Rider. I guess we'll put him in the middle. Basically, we're just going to start to duplicate them. Hopefully he doesn't zap it, because we only have one.
I killed for
And he
less.
didn't. And so we can start to do this. Get some more Wild Hunt Riders on the go. We've also got the Fog ticking every turn, which is nice. It usually means he has to commit his Temerians, which he doesn't usually want to do. Death Mold. Rain. I guess that is going to hit a few units. We could get our own Death Mold. What does Death Mold even play? He plays Rain, Clear Skies, or Elzer's Thunder. So we could Summoning Circle, Death Mold, Clear Skies. Which I don't actually think is that bad of a play. Because then we save our Water Hag, which has Lacerate, which is more useful. Let me just double check this. Yeah, it does play Death Mold. And we get a premium Death Mold. Oh,
Well then, let's
it looks so good. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the Rain for now. Because he's taking 3 damage per turn. We don't really want him to do that. Especially as we're going to then put 3 5s on the front row. The issue we have at the moment is we don't have great ways to play more Wild Hunt Riders. I can play one with Eridan, and I can thin another one, get another one with Navigator. But we're not in a fantastic position with this.
Welcome, chosen one.
Okay, so with the Reaver Hunter, you just want to play it. Because the thing with the Reaver Hunter is they want to play often Summoning Circle so that they can, you know, copy the one that you played. So often you either hold it to Mulligan or you just play it. And by just playing it, it basically puts him in a bit of an awkward spot if he wanted to do that. I guess he doesn't have Temerians, because I feel like he would have played his Temerians as a tempo play if he had them. There's nothing else in the fog. It's really upsetting. We have a few points lacerate, whatever it's called.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 11. We have an 11 plus 3. We have a 15 lacerate, so that's good. I'm just going to keep playing cards here. I really want this round. So even though I'm ahead, I don't want to pass because he'll just start to catch up. And effectively what we're going to do next round is we're going to play a bunch of Wild Hunt Riders, which puts us in a really good spot because with the Wild Hunt Riders, they carry over. So then if we do lose the round to Reaver Hunters, which is quite possible, we will have the carryover of the Wild Hunt Riders.
I'll never be imprisoned again.
So I guess she zaps the... Okay. That works. Let's play more Neca Warriors. I mean, ideally I didn't want this many Neca Warriors, but it happens. We have, like I say, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points in Water Hag, so that's not too bad. And we actually can resurrect a Reaver Scout, which is going to pull a Wild Hunt Rider from our deck with Caretaker. So we can get a trio on the go, which is nice. And the thing is, if he does play a Temerian, this is a Reaver Hunter. He's got at least 2 Reaver Hunters, right? Okay, that's the play. I guess we go for the last right now. I would have liked to wait, but I think we go for it now. And I need to have, like, points on him. The thing is, if he's got the Temerians, they're 21-point play. There's the pass. Thank fuck for that. Okay. This is actually really, really good for us. This isn't a 27-card full test deck, so I don't think they have Dunbanar Cavalry. Usually, if they're running them, they have more cards in the deck, because you need to run 3, you know, Reaver Hunters and all that. 3 Blue Stripe Scouts, 3 Kidweni, whatever. You know, all that kind of thing. So I don't think he's got it. Ooh, this is a nice pull. And that is... okay. I would have preferred, I think, Spear Tip, Navigator, Operator, one of those cards, so let's mulligan. Spear Tip is good. So let's just Avalac. Avalacking him is really good here, because if he's running Temerians, then it forces him to draw into them, which is not so good. And it also gives us another chance to find a Wild Hunt Rider, which means that if we Eridan, we can play a Navigator instead. So we're in a really nice spot with this deck, even if we're, like, down in cards, because we get the Wild Hunt Riders stay on the board. Like, they stay over a turn. And unfortunately, he had them all in hand, so that is what it is. So here's a Rider. And you shouldn't have an easy way to remove this, because typically they don't have...
I hope we can trust you.
Oh, that's not so good. We can Caretaker one out. We can get 4, actually, so it's fine. So let's play this into this. I'd like to play them on the front row, but I don't want to break the trio. Sometimes it breaks the trio if you do that, because there's already one out, as we saw in that previous game. So we'll put him on this row just in case, because you kind of want the trio effect to happen. And then we can Eridan another one out, and then we can Caretaker another one out. Oh, you know he's in a pickle when he's playing that. Because he really doesn't want to commit this round. Can you tell? Like, he does not want to commit his, he doesn't want to commit his, Reaver Hunters. Because he knows that if he does that, he loses. What we'll do next is we'll play Spear Tip and buff 1 Rider. And then we can Caretaker a Reaver Scout into another Rider. And that basically means that they're different strength, which is quite good for us. Shani into... Don't take the... Yeah, take that one. Oh no, he's gonna zap me! Oh no! I'm not getting a trio. I'm not getting a trio. Rude. So rude. It doesn't really matter too much. Because they still carry over, and then we can draw another one. Like, we have the cards that we need to win the round. Caretaker, Reaver Scout.
You one of us or not?
Wild Hunt Rider. We'll put you there. And then we can spear tip the middle row, buff 1 each. Like, basically, we need to force him to commit Reaver Hunters, which he doesn't want to have to do. If I do this here, I get 1 point, but I can then Thunderbolt Potion. So we'll put him there so that we don't break up the Thunderbolt Potion. There are 3 units on the middle row, so then he will transform and hit these as well. And it also means if he wants to play another Reaver Hunter next to this to try and get the effect of them being a trio, he doesn't. And we carry over these 2 riders, not all 3, but we are going to buff these ones, so we're going to carry over a decent number of points. So there's the transformation, and then we're still ahead into the Thunderbolt Potion. Like so, we're carrying over 21 points at the moment, which is pretty nice. That's a Reaver Hunter. If his last card is Igni, I guess he can Igni me, but he has to play his Reaver Hunters here. And that's the one thing he didn't want to do. Like, he doesn't want to have to play the Reaver Hunters. So he passes. But we carry 21 points, which is really good for us. And then if we can get a Navigator. So Mulligan Operator, we could get Fog. That's the risk. We got Lacerate. Shit, that's not that good for us. I should have kept the Operator. I wanted to try and get a Navigator. Epidemic, probably. Am I gonna lose? Oh no! I think we lose, because he's only got 1 card left, so this is gonna be a Reaver Hunter. Would I have won if I'd kept the 7? No, I wouldn't have won if I kept the 7. I would have been on 18. So I did have to go for the Navigator, and if I'd pulled the Navigator, we would have gotten 9 points. So we would have won if we'd pulled a Navigator, and if we'd pulled Fog, we would have lost. It was close. That was surprisingly close. And you can see it's quite a good deck against Full Test. The other meta decks doesn't do so well against. Francesca, apparently, it causes them to discard all of their cards. But more than that, it's a fun deck. And I think for me, Casuals is about playing fun decks, even though it seems to other players it's about just grinding wins and getting rounds, which is kind of upsetting. But yeah, if you like this deck, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for other silly decks I could play, I know people have been suggesting cows, so I'll look into that. Again, let me know in the comments below. Beyond that, have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. You can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jaggerous. Bye!